This meeting shall come to order at 7 o'clock. It is December 16th, 2015. And would you please join Councilman Brownlee in the invocation. Please rise.
Let us pray. Father in heaven, we thank you for hearing our prayers, for allowing us to come into your presence and to make requests of you. Thank you, Father, for your kindness. And we've had many challenges over the past few years, Father, financially and with what's going on out on the streets and with our reduced services for residents that we've always been used to. Father, it's been challenging. It's been difficult for everyone involved. And we lift up those in leadership, Father. We lift up our leaders, the employees who carry out the business of our city. Father, we lift up our residents to you, and we ask you to give them hope. Father, all of us, give us hope for the future, that we may serve with earnest, that we may give with heart, because we believe there is a hope for the future. As the new city officials come on in 2016, after this Christmas season and New Year is celebrated, we ask that you would give them strength for the task, and that they would do it with hope as well. Lord, we ask these things from you because we know that you give good gifts to your children. Thank you for hearing our prayers. In Christ's name, amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening, everyone, to the very last meeting of 2015. Would you call the roll, please?
Adams.
Here.
Jones.
Here.
Sefirati.
Here.
Jackson.
Here.
Brownlee.
Here.
Kojanski.
Here.
Agee.
Excused.
Albert.
Here. If there are no objections, I would like to have the addendum be a part of the agenda. May I have a motion to approve the special meeting of council minutes for October 26th, 2015, November 10th, 2015, November 13th, 2015, and November 16th, 2015. May I have a motion, please?
Second.
Call the roll.
Adams. Jones.
Yes.
Sefirati.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Brownlee.
Yes.
Kojanski.
Yes.
Agee.
Are there any communications this evening?
No.
And there are no committee reports? No, those aren't ready yet. I'm sorry. You might have that on your agenda, but they are not completely ready yet. Let's see those next time around. Let's move to the department reports in that case, which would start with Fire Department, Chief Vito.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Fire Department responded to 4,780 calls to date. We've also responded to the following structure fires since the last meeting on December 7th at 1:30 a.m. to Garfield Heights. At 9620 Garfield Boulevard for a house fire where a 68-year-old male was rescued but later died at the hospital. December 8th at 4:52 p.m. at 18918 Fairway for a house fire where 2 dogs were rescued and resuscitated by the firefighters. And December 10th at 10:19 p.m. to Bedford at 690 Turney for an automobile fire that spread to the apartment building. Being that this is our last meeting of the year, in the year or so that I've had an opportunity to work with council and the mayor directly, I'd like to thank you for your support of the fire department. I congratulate you and wish you all the best for the members that are leaving. I also look forward to working with the new mayor and new council in the next year. And I just would like to wish everybody a great holiday season. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Law Department, Mr. Montello.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. I too want to thank everybody. It's been an honor and privilege to serve with you and consider all you my friends. I wish you all the luck in the world. If I ever do anything for you, don't hesitate to call. I love you all. Thank you. And I'll say goodbye to the mayor privately at another time. But I also just wanted to, see you all at the ceremonial swearing in on January 6th. It'll be held at the Maple Heights High School. We anticipate a very large crowd of 200 to 300 people, which this building cannot house due to fire restrictions. And as you know, the parking, even walking in here today, you have to walk quite a way. And traditionally, we've always had the swearing in at a bigger, larger facility, and we want to showcase it. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. And if anybody has any questions about it, I'd be happy to address them after the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Police Department Chief Popolarczyk.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The Police Department year to date has responded to 21,097 calls for service. In the last couple of weeks, and in my absence, another arrest was made in the gang sweep that we had about 2 weeks ago. One of the main actors from that sweep that was a Maple resident was picked up due to the diligence of one of our patrol officers, Officer Jason Ponicky, so I'd like to commend him for that. And also just let you know that is in fact happened. Continue to get a number of car break-ins throughout the city. 'Tis the season. You hear me talk about this all the time, but more so now. Do not leave your valuables, your Christmas presents, anything that people can carry in your vehicles, whether they're locked or not. Take anything out, place it in your home. That's where it's safe. There's no way to stop this, other than to take it out of the mix. So we just ask that everyone, if you're doing that, just make sure that you take your valuables out and be aware. And if you see things, again, call us, let us know what's going on if you see something out of the ordinary, so we can respond and take care of it. Also like to say thank you to the current members of council who we've had the pleasure of serving with this year. And thank Mayor Lansky for his service to the city over many years and the ability to work with him. It's a pleasure working with all of you. Looking forward to working with the new administration and glad to be part of it as we move forward. And our report.
Thank you, Chief. Human Services Department, Mrs. Bocat.
Thank you, Madam President. I wanted to announce, I don't believe he's here, former Councilman Joe Shumsky. I don't see him in the room. He initiated a donation for the Senior Center, a grant that he made me aware of. And I'm pleased to say that we were able to present a check to the Finance Director for $12,000 from the First Slovak Catholic Ladies Association, which will see us through to the end of the year. And, thanking the residents for their support of the levy to move us forward next year. But we thank Joe and his wife for their support and their help in gaining that grant. Also, night for thanks, I want to thank Bob Halen for playing Santa Claus for the seniors, for Councilman Alex Adams for taking pictures of that. The seniors love that. In fact, I have a picture of Mrs. Lansky with Santa Claus, so we'll be presenting that to her. There you go. Put that on your Christmas cards. Okay. All right. So we thank them. Also to Council President Jackie Alvers for providing dessert for the seniors that day. I too will echo the remarks of the two chiefs and the law director. Well, not the law director, but the two chiefs. That it's been a real pleasure. Working with City Council. I would be remiss not to mention the absolute support that we have received from Council President Albers and Councilman Alex Adams and Councilman Separati over the years that they have served on City Council. We appreciate all of that. It was an honor and a pleasure working with you these past years, and I wish you the best of luck. To Mayor Lansky, it's been an adventure for the last 8 years. We did a lot of good things, and things went as best as they could under the circumstances, but it was a personal pleasure working for you and having you answer to you as my boss. So I thank and appreciate your time and certainly the many years of service you have given to the city of Maple Heights. Thank you. End of report.
Finance Department, Ms. Cole.
I'm going to stand because my voice is a little funny. But to Mayor Lansky, first, I would like to thank him for the honor and the pleasure of working with the city and for his bringing me on with this body. Also the council and all of the residents, I thank you for your year and a half or so of support since I've been here. I also would like to wish all of the new administration incoming and outgoing, much success in whatever endeavors that you undertake during the next term, and also have a happy, blessed, and joyous holiday season. As far as the finance department is concerned, we're busy with year-end closing, we're working with the fiscal commission, doing budgets, and also closing out for the year. So we're quite busy with housekeeping chores and also getting ready to start up for the new year. I too look forward to working with the new administration and hope that anything I can do will be of service to the residents and administration. Please call on me. Thank you.
Thank you, Irene. We now have a pause for citizens, residents' comments. If you'd like to step up to the podium, give us your name, your address, and you have 3 minutes if you'd like to make a comment, question, concern.
Alfreda Abadinis, 15800 Evening Star Avenue. All I want to say is how much I appreciate the years that our mayor has served us. I remember his first council election, but he danced the polka with Mrs. Love, if you remember.
I do.
Many years ago. I'm a 58-year resident here, and I followed a lot of political action here. You always told it like it was, and I know you did your best. You tried your best. Always for the good of the city. I just wish people would get involved more and don't react they only react when things happen to them. They don't know what really goes on in the city. But I loved your explanations of everything. You always did tell it like it was. And I thank you for your years of service. Okay? And to the council people that are leaving, thank you too. It's an honor to serve in political life. I'm sorry I never did it when I was younger, but I was raising kids, so I didn't want to take the time away from them. Thank you very much.
Good evening. My name is Thomas Coyle, 15614 Edgewood Avenue. There's been a problem in the last 2 weeks, and it seems like other cities also have the same problem. I think it was Shaker Heights or East Cleveland that made it plain deal to put a stop to it. And that is the unsolicited paper droppings that they're leaving on every yard throughout the city of Maple Heights. They come in a little plastic bag, they toss them on the yard. We got enough problem with keeping our yards clean and trash maintained throughout the city. We don't need this additional burden being put on the residents. Maybe the city needs to address the plain dealer to get them to cease this advertisement. There's other ways. There's by mail. They put them in the newspapers themselves. But now they're going around and having subcontractors disperse these literature advertisements on plastic bags in people's yards, and it's starting to become a little nuisance every Tuesday. It's easy to pick it up and throw them in the trash, but for these houses that there's no one living there, they still throw them on their yards. Maybe there's something the city could address with the plain dealer.
Mr. Coyle, if you have read the paper, they have already recognized that dilemma, and they have stopped that. So that it is not a problem any longer.
Well, they just did it this week.
I got it too.
6226 Maplewood Court. I've been attending city council meetings for roughly 20-some years, 25 years. And I'm going to reiterate what I said about 8 years ago, well, 4 years ago. I worked with many city council people here. In the past, the mayor was then president of council. I instituted my own home delivery as Santa in my neighborhood. Mayor Lansky kept the thing going. And this last year, the funding ran out. I'm sorry to see it end. But Jeff Lansky, I'm repeating myself, about 4 years ago. If you accumulate all the mayors that have been here in the past, Mayor Lansky surpasses them. And what he has done for this city, accumulatively, he has done more for this city. Glad to know him. I wish him great luck in what I think he's going to do, go to Columbus. I hope he does. I'll nominate him. Thank you for your generosity, your love for the city, your total dedication. We'll miss you.
Look out, Adams.
Not here.
I am Louis Catania, District 1. In all my,
Talk into the mic.
thank you, Jack.
Address, please.
Not too tall for this.
Oh, but what's your address?
In all my years as a resident of any community, I never got involved until I met Alex Adams. His honesty and his commitment to my community gave me the impetus to get involved. He will be sorely missed by not only the people in District 1, but in all of Maple Heights. He is to be commended. I can't wait to see the statue. Thank you,
George Christen, 6272 Dunham Road.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to everybody on council and everybody that serves for the city. Thank you for doing the job to the best of your abilities. Been a constituent in this community for about 25 years, but up until about the last 8 years, I didn't really get involved much myself, but it was because of Alex Adams that I got involved in doing things for the community, with the community, got to make a lot of friends. And it was an endeavoring experience to give, to really find out that you wound up receiving, being involved with the Lions Club and doing things for the elderly and just on different campaign things, and his awareness to bring me around to really know how things work. It was very special. And I think on behalf of District 1, I'd like to honor Alex. The residents of Maple Heights recognize the Honorable Councilman Alex F. Adams of District 1 and his First Lady Patrice Adams. We both thank you for your dedication, support, kindness, and love that you have shown the residents of our city, especially District 1. We are so proud to be the residents of your district. We will always be eternally grateful for your love, your time, and your effort. Very truly yours, the residents of District 1, Councilman Alex Adams, from 2007 to 2015. Wow.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Kenny Yuko from 479 Pearson Drive. We'll call it North Maple Heights. How's that sound? You know, a few suburbs up. I wanted to stop by because obviously we could not let an evening like this go by without saying goodbye, thank you, best wishes, and all that other stuff that we like to say. You know, ladies and gentlemen, these are very tough times. And for people to give to elected offices like they do, you know, it takes an awful lot. These people give an awful lot of their time, and of course, every time they give to their community, they're taken away from their families, as family members so well know. And it's a tremendous sacrifice, but they do it because in their own hearts, in their own ways, and we may not always agree with one another. In fact, I can guarantee you in politics we'll never always agree. In fact, you get to be best of friends and not agree with all the political moves that go on. But the reality of it is, very simply, they do what they do. They do it to the best of their ability. They do it despite criticism from colleagues or constituents, because I believe in their hearts, all of us do what we really feel is best for our overall community. We're saying goodbye to a lot of great people today, and it really it's going to have a big impact on the city. We have a lot of great people coming in, and I really truly believe that we're on the verge of making some changes in Columbus. We're getting some new faces down there, some new attitudes, some willingness to perhaps work together on projects, something we haven't seen in a very long time. We've been working on it way too long, and again, you know, it's something that is very much needed. You know, with local government cuts, with the changes in the commercial activities tax, with the estate tax being eliminated, property values going down, our cities have really been put on tough times. I mean, trying to do so much with so little, month after month after month, is just an unbelievable task. You know, not all cities are fortunate enough because of geography to have locations like Beechwood, where they can attract those big businesses and those corporations and bring tremendous tax dollars in. So when you get a community like Maple Heights, they're the ones who are really going to feel the crunch. And what I like about this council is they never give up attitude. You know, you could very easily just throw your hands up and say, well, what am I going to do? It's very easy to say those knuckleheads down in Columbus, and I guess I'm one of them, but you have to understand, you know, it's very tough going down there. It's a very hostile climate, let's put it that way. And we try very hard. You see what happens. We've got over $2 billion in a rainy day fund. Communities like Maple Heights and East Lake and East Cleveland in my Senate district, they're all feeling the effects of the rain right now, but with no umbrella, no relief from the state. And it's kind of sad. You see our governor supporting all over town, all over the country, running for president, and yet ignoring the needs of tremendous citizens like those who reside here in Richmond or Maple Heights. But tonight, really what I want to do is just, I want to say goodbye to a few people. Thank them for their service. Bill Brownlee, thank you for what you've done. Thank you for your service to the community. You know, everyone may not always agree with what Bill has to say or do, but again, and it's hard, I'll give him kudos because you sat here month after month after month, you ran, you had a lot of votes, whether you're elected or not elected on various offices, and it just shows that you've been very much involved in our community. I'd like to present you with a little recognition from the Ohio Senate with my good best wishes for our future. Anthony, same thing for you, my friend. You know, these are, like I said, these are times when we all have to kind of reach back and hope and pray. Alex knows what I'm talking about. Alex and I have been fighting battles together for way too long, whether it be in the labor trenches or in public service or not. But we've been working together. We all know what it involves. And Anthony, I would also like to present you with a senatorial citation for your work. Thank you, sir. Thank you, my friend. Good luck here. What can I say about this guy? Alex Adams. I mean, I think a lot of you have said it already. You know, I've known Alex for forever, I think. And Patrice, you know, this again, thank you for putting that together, that commendation, and including Patrice in it, because you know what? This is a joint effort. And, you know, despite so much adversity health-wise and everything, these two continue to give and give and give back to the community. I've never heard a single word of complaint or despair. Nothing. They just said keep coming, giving and giving and giving. And I don't know what else to say, my friend, other than God bless you. Thank you for everything. And you're right, John. You know, and you said we love these guys. We do, I guess. And this is a guy, certainly one of them. That's one that I'll always treasure. My friend from Ohio Senate, to you.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you. I enjoy our relationship.
and it'll continue, my friend, believe me. Jackie Albers. Hi, friend Jackie. You know, I met Jackie when I was campaigning for the seat. We got together for a cup of coffee in the morning. And it took me about 2 minutes to recognize the fact that here is a lady who is extremely compassionate about her job. Compassionate about the people she serves with. Compassionate about the people she serves. She drilled me that morning because she decided that if she was to support somebody to be their state senator, she wanted to make sure that they had the same interests that she had, that they shared the same ideals that she has, and because of it, she was able to endorse me, support me, and the friendship began. And it's not going to end here tonight, my friend, because we're going to continue to stay in touch. Jackie, thank you for all that you have done for the city. You've been remarkable to work with. I enjoyed watching you do everything that you've done so far, and continued best wishes and success. Let's present this with you. Merry Christmas. And last but not least, Mayor Lansky. My friend, you know what? Being a mayor in a town that has been so devastated by Columbus, and no relief. I can remember going about a year ago, they had all the new incoming freshman legislators in Columbus down there for LSC orientation week. And they called me up and they said, if you want to come down, you're welcome because you're a new senator, but the fact is you just left the House after 8 years, you could probably teach what we're going to try to share with these folks. And I said, well, being we have about 65 new people coming down, I'd like to come by just so I got to meet them all. And I can remember on our first day, some guy, a freshman state rep, like, welcome back Cotter. When can I meet the governor? When can I meet the governor? They kept on saying the governor's not available this week. And finally, on about our fourth day, they told us we got good news, you got to meet the governor. And this kid was so excited, and when the governor was meeting with us and taking questions, he finally got his turn, and after telling the governor how he loved him and how he was so honored to be in the same room and he said, just one question for you, Governor. All my mayors want to know this. When are you going to help out local governments? Yeah, that's how I felt too. The governor turned on that poor guy with such vengeance. And he told him, you go back and you tell those mayors to learn how to tighten their belts like he learned how to tighten ours. The trouble is John Kasich tightened his belt and our money. Okay? I never heard Jeff utter one single word, why me, poor me, or whatever. Did he argue? Did he fight because he believed that Maple Heights had something coming to him that they were being denied? You're doggone right he did, and I would be disappointed in him if he didn't. You know what? These are very, very tough times, and Jeff Lansky stood up to those tough times. And he is not alone. You know, some people might say, well, how come we didn't get more? Because it's very, very difficult to get blood out of a tournament, as you often heard, and in Columbus it's no difference. But Jeff, you've hung in there. I know you've taken away from your beautiful wife and your family and everybody else to serve this community. You have served it with distinction. Be proud. I wish you continued success unless you run for Senate, as someone suggested today. That is some amends, you know, but we do want to present you with this, my friend. I just want to say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, may everyone's health be the best it can be. God bless all of you and God bless Maple Heights. And if you'll excuse me, I have 2 other stops to make, so I'm going to have to run. But Merry Christmas, everybody. Thank you.